Hi guys, the name is Mark and I just want to do a quick video here, and we're going to start this off because so many people have beliefs, and they have beliefs in something that they actually know nothing about, but yet they have a belief. And if you look at, the old expression, now I know my ABCs, right? So you have the alphabet and you have two words here. Letters, obviously letters comprise of a word, and sometimes you'll have a couple of words in one word, right? So we have two words here, be and lie. Add an S, take the F out, be lies, okay? So I'm going to read something here out of the 1968-69 World Dictionary, and it says believe. It says to accept as true or real. So you're accepting something as true or real, but you may not have actual factual evidence. So now we have to ask ourselves something here, okay? Because we're going to learn about our ABCs here, okay, people? So it's going to work like this. I believe that the world is round. Personally, I think it's flat. But anyhow, I believe. Now, this is just a belief. Have I been to the outskirts of the earth to prove whether or not it's actually factual or a belief? No. So obviously it's just a belief. It's something that I think is something, but it may not actually be. So now we get into history. We're going to look at these words here, and this is how history is spelled. Now, we have two words in this. We have his, and we have story. So you can see where I'm going with this. So here's the question, people. We have the beliefs that the earth is round, but we've never actually proven it, but yet we believe in it. Why would we believe in something that we know nothing about? That would be absolutely preposterous. Which then leads us into history. His story. Whose story? Were you there? Did you see this? Do you know that this is factual? And even if you do think it's factual, maybe it's all magic. Just look at the television set, right? We'll spell this out. Tell. We have a few words here. Lie and vision. I'm just going to add an E here because sometimes they omit a letter or add a letter. So people are watching their tell, lie, vision, and they're believing in history, which is his story, but they have no actual facts or evidence in such nonsense to believe. So obviously we're back to the alphabet here, and I'm gonna take this stuff out, people. Now that we know we're talking about belief systems here, BS, it's all BS, it's all just bullshit, because it's a belief. It's a lie, okay? So obviously they got a couple of words going on here. So now that we're learning about our ABCs here, our precious ABCs, well, we'll just mark ABCs here. You go to school to learn how to spell. Now, if you look up spell, the definition of spell in a dictionary, and it's a curse. So obviously, you have to be careful what kind of spell you're weaving here, because you very well may be putting somebody in a curse, right? Of course, right? We'll just take that. So yeah, and then you send your children to school to take courses. Take the O out, and they're taking curses because now they're learning spelling. Again, we have two words here. Spell, in, just add a G. So obviously, people are going to school. They have all these crazy beliefs, lies. We'll just do that with the S. They're going to school to learn how to spell. They're getting put in a spell, and they're not even aware of it. And then to top things off, these educational systems with their courses, or take the O out, their curses, because they're teaching you how to spell. And then they give you a book called The Go Spell, the Gospel. So can you see where there's some confusion here going on, people, right? Now people are going, oh, you're nuts, that's preposterous, whatever. And you know what, people? People may hate me for telling the truth, but it's actually not me they hate for telling the truth. It's the truth they hate. But people, when they don't understand something, they absolutely can't stand it and they hate it. So rather than looking at the truth going, well, I don't like the truth, they turn around and they try to, the typical narcissistic way, I'm going to blame somebody for my shortcomings, right? So now that you know you're going to school and you're put in a spell, you're learning how to spell, spelling, of course, which we've determined is a curse, then they hand you a go spell to keep you confused. Now, people are running around with this belief like, oh, Jesus is coming to save us and all that crazy ass stuff. And I'm going to tell you something, people, that book is just a spell. Which spell do you choose? Now, we're going to put things into perspective here, Okay, may Christ be in you and also in you. Lift up your hearts. There are no small words. So we're going to go like this. Do you know your ABCs? Right now I know my ABCs, blah, 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 right? And we're going to go Christ. Isn't it funny that if you look at the English alpha, you have two words again, and bet, either you're the alpha and you're going to play some bets or you're going to lose your shirt, okay? Because you're going to be casting a spell. You won't even know what spell you're in, and people will be betting on the fact that you don't know your ABCs and you're going to lose in court. So now it goes like this. We have Christ. Now I know my ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T spells Christ. Isn't it funny in all these? Look at this. Chris, just add a T. Krishna, okay. See where I'm going with this, people? They are all doing the same thing. So now that you look at this and you go, okay, now I'm starting to see what's going on. And people are going, oh, well, the Son of God, you know, Jesus is coming to save us. Again, let's put things into perspective here, okay? May Christ be in you and also in you. Lift up your hearts. And all these religions rely on, because you're not sure of facts, so I'm just going to mark this, we'll put the E in brackets, rely on. Maybe you live on the ionosphere, the atmosphere, maybe you're in a net, the internet, a web of deceit. You see where I'm going with this, people? There's lots of stuff to mislead you. So now that we're looking at this, right, basically what's going to happen is you have to understand that everybody's running around going, oh, the Son of God, and Jesus is coming to save us. Jesus almost sounds like Jesus, or he's us. And of course Christ is you and you are Christ, should you choose that, because the thing is, people are running around there going, oh, Jesus is coming to save us, you know. Well, the Son of God is the sun in the sky, people, okay? Now, Jesus, they call him the Son of God. Nowhere in the Second Testament, okay, take the First Testament, basically throw that out the window. That's a book of bullshit. But the Second Testament holds pretty true. And if we look at things, okay, the Son of God is the sun in the sky. And Jesus never said that he was the Son of God. In Matthew, in fact, he says he is the Son of Man. So now what's going on is we've got a spell going on here. And I'm going to show you, okay? You want to be caught in the spell. You want to be caught in a web of deceit, right? So now what's going on is with the spell, okay, they're confusing two stories with maybe a man named Krishna, maybe a man named Jesus, maybe a man named Buddha. Again, we're back to beliefs, be lies, because let me ask you the question. Were you there to see Jesus? Did you see Buddha? Did you see Allah? Right? Look at the words, Allah. Isn't it funny how it almost sounds like all law? Just add a W. See where I'm going with this, people? You can see what's going on. So now you know that the Son of God is the sun in the sky. And of course, if the sun didn't arise every morning, if this beautiful, this will be my sun, people, I'm a very bad artist. If this sun in the sky, okay, didn't arise every morning, hence Aries, right? If that didn't arise, we would all be dead. So there's a spell and there's a story going on here about two things. This is the sun, and Jesus was the Son, okay, of man. Notice the play on words, I just changed the U from the O. So what you've got is people trying to put you in a spell when you were given the divinity from the Creator to be blessed with everything that's going on. And people go, oh, you're full of shit. Okay, well, if I'm full of shit, okay, wasn't the Son of Man, not the Son of God, because this is the Son of God, this is the Son of Man, okay? The Son of Man, basically, right, you look at this, he was born from a virgin. Wouldn't that virgin maybe in astrology equal Virgo? Maybe the kiss of death, the scorpion. I won't even, oh, okay, that's my scorpion tail, and that's my scorpion, people. And wouldn't the kiss of death by Judas be Scorpio? You see where I'm going with this, people? And again, look at the words. Score, pi, and O. Pi equals 3.14, right? You have some divine things going on here, right? So basically, you have the Virgin. Jesus was born from the Virgin, Virgo, the Virgin Mother, and all this stuff. So you can see how astrology ties in with something that it should not be tied in with, which is the Son of Man. Okay, yes, they're interlinked and all that stuff. But when you start looking at things, people, it's all a spell. Get out of the spell. You're living in lies, hence be lies. Just take the F out. It's just that simple. So what we're going to do here, we're talking about pi and stuff like that. We're just going to go pi equals 3.14. And isn't it funny when you take a triangle, this is your covenant, by the way, okay? You have power here. Isn't it funny you take the P out, you'll be an owner of a debt, maybe, which equals slavery, okay? So you can see where I'm going with this. This would be apparent power, and this would be quadrature power, which equals useless power. So everything in these books, people, it's all based on power and pi and 3.14. And if we're going to talk pi too, let's go pi. There you go. E is your voltage applied, P is for your power, and I is for your current. Isn't it funny that where do you find the current or currency? You find current down by the river where the river banks are. That's why banks are down by the river where the current flows, and they'll call that currency. See where I'm going with this, people? So effectively, if you take P, the power, divided by the applied, which is you in the flesh, right? Then you have the current. And that's why you are the currency. You actually equal mon, or equals man, and money. Isn't it funny? Add another E, we have man and I, and that's why they put the all-seeing pyramid with the eye. I can't really draw an eye. There's my eye, my eyeball. So people have to realize what's going on here. And it's all just a lie. Okay, people? So they've given you a Bible. They've taught you how to spell. They've put you in a spell so you don't even know who you are. And instead of being, may Christ be in you and also in you, now you're a lie. Isn't it funny if we took the earth and we went like this, this would be the snake or the serpent, and this would be a sin, add an E, sine wave. It's all trigonometry, people. Okay? That's all this stuff is. And when you sign, you can see my going up and down, hence signature, signature. You people were never supposed to sign anything, hence take the G out, we have sin at your. Okay? So which spell do you choose, people? Would you prefer to be put in a spell? Would you like to put people in a spell? Or would you like to say, you know what, I'm tired of your spells. They're confusing. And I'm going to tell you something, people. In life, the truth is very simple. Okay? Anybody who tries to make things sound all complex and stuff is bullshit, because usually the truth requires few words. You don't need any words to be truthful, people. You know, I can feed my dogs and give them a steak to let them know I love them. I don't have to talk. Get out of Babylon, people. Get out of Babel on, unless ye want to partake in her sins. See where I'm going with this, people? Of course you were born in a world of sin, but it doesn't mean you're a sinner. But if you're not sure about your ABCs, whether you're betting on them or you're the alpha or you're taking the hit as in the bet, right? So you can see where we're going with this, people. So I just wanted to share this with you, okay? Now, you people might be going, oh, this guy's off his rocker. But I'll tell you something, when you're in court or you're in a contract and you're getting screwed, you're getting screwed because you don't know your ABCs. You're babbling on and on and on when the truth requires few words. Isn't it funny you take truth, spelled backwards, take the H out and you got hurt? Isn't it funny how live, reverse the supposition, becomes evil? Just add a D if you want the devil. See where I'm going with this, people? Okay? So you can choose your spells, and you can get caught up in your choice of spells, or you can be smart and remember that the truth requires few words. Silence is golden. Silence is gold. Take the L out and it's God. Speech is silver. Speech is crap, man. Get out of Babylon unless you want to partake in her sins. And isn't it funny? Isn't God, if we add another O, good? Wouldn't that make you godly? That sounds alright. That don't sound too bad. I like good things, okay? So, I just want to convey this to you. All you people are running around and you're going, I believe in this and I believe in that. And you're willing to die for your lies? You have to be kidding me. Nowhere in the Second Testament did anybody say to pick up arms, right? And then they're all going to war. You know, you have to be out of your minds, right? Maybe they'll regard that. Look at the words, re and guard. We have two words as being preposterous. And what will they do? They'll go kill in the name of God. Now, does that make any sense if God is good? No, war is a bad word, people. Very bad, right? So the bottom line is, people, okay, if you're caught in your beliefs system, BS, it's all bullshit, right? Belief system, BS. There you go, belief systems. It's all just bullshit, people. Do your homework, okay? Study things, learn things, right? Don't go running around going, well, I know because Jesus is coming because everybody tells me. How do you know they're not lying to you? How do these people even know Jesus is coming? They don't even know who they are because they don't even know their ABCs. It's just that simple, people. So I want you people to be very, very aware of the belief system that it equals bullshit. There, lie system equals bullshit. And it's just that simple, people, okay? So I'm not going to confuse matters here. I'll get into, you know, your simple algebra with your pi and all that stuff, right? And I'll get into that later. Hence, see, these people hate you. Actually, we're going to get into it now. These people hate you because you are L, okay? L for Elohim, Eloah, electricity, right? So on and so forth, right? Tell, L, right? We're all about L. And these people, they hate you because you are, we're just going to go like this, because you are L. Of course you're L of him, L from the creator. L is short for electricity, right? Electris. Isn't it funny? Where do you think the word city comes from? Electricity, maybe? There's pi. Here's V over I times R. And your volts divided by your resistance gives you current. When the police pull you over, they're claiming that you're giving them resistance and they're going to bill you and they're going to get your currency. And they call that a charge, which equals a positive applied pressure, which equals a bill. Look at the words, B and ill. You want to get charged, people? You want to deal with these people so they can apply the pressure? They can apply the positive charge, which is the power to you. Who holds the power? They do because they have guns and tanks. Okay, people? Very simple stuff. Okay? Now we're going to look at another word here. We're going to look at ill. And these people hate you because you're L. And you are divine creations. And if you people only knew how divine you people are a miracle. You know, miracles created every day when a baby's born. Miracles created even when somebody dies. They're just going to the higher essence, right? Which I like to call grace. And isn't it funny? Race. And where would grace come from? Maybe out of the book called Genesis. Genes is. See where I'm going with this, people? So now we're going to look at a couple more words here because everybody is just running around and they don't even realize they're going to a pharmacy. C. So we maybe have C as in S-E-A or C. You see which I'm talking about, which letter C, or maybe it's this C. I'm not sure because this is a spell, obviously. So now they go to the pharmacy to buy pills. Take the P out, you have ills, right? Then everybody's running around and they're buying pills. They're running around thinking that they got the skills to pay the bills. This is an E. See where I'm going with this, people? So you think you got the pills and the skills to pay the bills. Okay, you got the kills, if I take the S out. You got the kills to pay the bills, people, and isn't that why they go to war? So anyhow, people, I just want you to realize this. Like, people live in a age. Of course you will age if you're living in a village, right? Add another V to this, and we have will. What's a W? It's just two V's. It's like N, right? I just want to show you people this because I'm so tired of people listening to these people who are putting people in spells and they're getting all caught up and they're losing their shirts and stuff, right? And effectively, right? Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here again. But anyhow, what's going on is all these people are running around and they're getting sidetracked by the truth because the truth requires few words equals no words. Okay, people? You don't need the words. That's why truth does not belong in fiction. And wouldn't they call fiction an ill-use ion? Right? We're all ions of the atmosphere, right? Maybe you live in fear, at most fear. You think this is by chance, people? This is like the yin and yang. There's double speak here, people. And isn't it funny? There's your sine wave again on your concentric earth. Just that simple, people. The truth requires few words. Now, something else I would like to convey here, okay, is what's going on is I see all these people on the internet and they're charging you people money. They're going, oh, I can help you, I can get you free, and all this other stuff. And they're telling you what's wrong with the system and everything else, which is a half-truth. So if it's only a half-truth, then you're missing 50% of the truth. Is that the truth? No, that is not the truth, so help you God. That is half the truth, which equals a lie. Half-truth equals lie. Maybe it equals a B-lie, belief. Okay? So now what's going on is these people are running around and they're charging people and saying, oh, I can do this for you and I can do that for you and all that stuff. But effectively, people, what's going on is this, okay? What I'm showing you people in my videos, because the charter, or if you're in the States, it's called the Constitution, cons, tie you, I, on. Okay, people? So the charter and the Constitution tells you that if you don't want to be a 14th Amendment slave, or in the charter in the Canadian side, you have the right to enter in, remain in, and leave Canada. I said I'm no longer a Canadian. All these people are lying to you by telling you that, oh, you can be a citizen and you can have a covenant with God. But citizens, okay, equals slaves, equals that's a covenant with man. Okay? They're not telling you this, and a lot of people are getting into trouble over this, okay, because it's a half-truth, and so people are being lied to. I see all these videos, oh, if you do this and you do that, but nowhere do they say revoke your citizenship. Nowhere do they say that. So again, it's a half lie, okay? Now, if you are not a citizen equals a covenant with the Creator. And only when you have a covenant with the Creator, which is good, which is God, which is good. So if you have a covenant with the Creator, then you are free. If you're going to remain a citizen, you will be a debt-billing BL slave. And I just want to convey this to you, okay, people? So this is a simple video. I could go on for months and days with letters and, you know, dictionaries and stuff like that just to prove the simple truth. And, you know, it's just, I'm tired of seeing everybody with their belief systems, their bullshit systems. They're running around going, oh, well, I know this to be for a fact. Okay, were you there? Did you see it with your own two eyes? So then if you didn't see it with your own two eyes and you weren't there, well, why would you run around claiming that, oh, this happened and that happened? And people, everything comes down to bullshit, right? It's all bullshit, people. That's what it all comes down to, right? And once you people understand that, and even these people running around telling you what to do and stuff, but they're not giving you the answer to tell you not to be a citizen, they're lying to you, and you are looking at getting into a lot of trouble, if not thrown in prison or in a nut house, right? So I just want to convey that, people. So till then, keep your heads up, your sticks on the ice. I send you all much peace, love, etc., right? This is not to discourage or disparage. It's just to point out. Get out of these. Stop being a lie and start being you. You, okay? You are divine. Divine. I can't emphasize this enough, okay, people? So I want you to realize that each and every one of you is a miracle from God's creation. And get out of the lies, get out of the beliefs, and start being you. Okay, you does not need enough lies. You've been in a web of deceit, hence maybe living in the atmosphere, you know, the internet, right? It's all just a net. What do you get at the end of the week? You think you're not in a web of deceit, a net? You get a net paycheck, for God's sakes. Like, people, there's a reason, isn't it funny, that Jesus died on a cross? And wouldn't this be a plus and minus for accounting? And there's your cross, and what do the police do? They come along and charge you. And they say they reserve the right to be ill you. So anyhow, people, I just want you to wake up, look at the words. You don't want to live in an ill age, a village, or pillage, ill age, right? You think taking pills is going to make you better? No, obviously it's going to make you ill. So I just want to share this stuff with you, people. Look at the words. Several words, like a word may contain two parts: pill, age, ill, age. There's three words in one word. So I just want to convey this to you. Now I'm going to leave it go. Once again, much love, peace, respect out to all, always. Till then, keep your heads up and your sticks on the ice. Namaste. Peace. Bye.